guys, welcome to my channel. I hope you're preparing for your exam tomorrow, which is FEG01 or BEGF101, which is also called Foundation Course in English Part 1. In this video, we'll be looking at the writing part questions in our question paper, which are very easy. Basically, if you know the format, you'll be able to attend all of it. If you just can think and write up some contents, this paper is going to be very easy for you. So in this particular video, I'll be showing you the format in short, which is just enough for you to know before going to the exam. You don't have to do anything else. Just go through this and just use your creative skills tomorrow. Alright, so we are going to see about the writing part. In the writing part, in your book, there are more. I've shortened this down into these important things. Paragraph writing, essay writing, report writing, letter writing format, which are formal and informal, composition writing and speech writing. Composition writing is very rarely asked. Paragraph writing and essay writing is all the time. These two are asked. Generally it's essay, but paragraph, they mention it as paragraph as well. Unfortunately, last attempt report writing was asked in the June 2021 attempt. In this video, I'll also be showing you how to write this, the format I'll be showing, and any notes related to that. Letter writing we'll be seeing formal and informal. Composition and speech we wouldn't be seeing. I'll tell you how to write this speech writing alone. This is generally not asked. I just wrote it here because it was in our book. Okay, so first we'll be going through the paragraph or essay writing. Okay, let's see how to write this. This is how the format looks like. First you have to give the title and then you have to write the body. Okay, in the paragraph writing, if the question is as paragraph, just write it as one paragraph. Start from here, end it whenever you're done. But if it's asked as essay writing, you can write one below the other paragraph. You can write the paragraphs as one below the other. For example, a question and an answer goes like this, and then you're done with one paragraph. Let's say an introduction para, and then a body comes. You can start from here. Don't start from in between down. Just start from the margin. Okay, you can go like this, and then once this para gets over, you can go to the other line and do this. Like start writing the next paragraph. All right. So when you do this, start with an introductory paragraph, not a separate paragraph, but just few lines about the topic. Whatever topic they've given you, just write few lines about it, maybe 2 to 3 lines, and then you have to do the body, like the main content of the paragraph, that is the topic, and then also do the concluding paragraph, that is come up with a few concluding lines related to the topic. Maybe it could be few comments or how it's going to be in the future. Let's say about it's the economic policies in the country or the environment as such. Okay, so you can write few comments about it, how it's going to be in the future, how the ecosystem is going to get affected, or how well you can take care of it, and all that things you can write in the last few lines, that is 2 to 3 lines. But don't forget to write the title on top, whatever title they've given, or if they ask you to keep a title, just do it. Generally they don't. Okay, and the next one is report writing. This is the format of the report. You can just take a screenshot if you want, so that you can use it for later reference. Okay, these are the report writing formats. So if you see the newspaper format, write the heading or headlines. Let's say there was an event held, okay, a sports meeting held, that was asked in the previous English exam paper. I think if it's FEG02, they asked a report writing about a particular event held somewhere with sportsmen. So you can write donation rally held. You can just write donation rally held with all famous sportsmen present. Okay, this is going to be headlines, just like newspaper headlines. Okay, and byline is something that you are going to write about yourself, or whoever is preparing this report has to write by this person, by A, by B, something like that. Let's say my name is Vaishu, so I'd say by Vaishu Venkat. Okay, you don't have to write your real name here, just write something else, or just write ABCD, something like that. Okay, write the date, place. If they have given the date, place, and or any such information particularly, you have to use that only. And then you have to write an opening para. This was held here, something like that. Okay, this particular meeting was held in this particular place with all the sportsmen present and all that. The event started at this time. Okay, and then the main content, you have to write whatever happened in that event, the complete whatever happened during the whole day or the whole event, you have to write in the main content. And in the conclusion para, what you can come up with is that you can just say few quotes. You can give few quotes given by some person. Let's say one famous sportsman said some important dialogue in that particular meeting. You could just say that Mr. X, the famous footballer, mentioned that you can write that, and then you can open quotes and then mention whatever he has said and close it. It's all your wish. If they haven't given particular details, you can come up with your own story. Doesn't That is what you have to do. Okay. And then we are going to see about the other report format. This is the other report format. Other reports says, I mean, other reports are where, just for example, let's say you're studying in a school and you have to come up with a report of an annual day event that was held, or some sports day event that was held. Okay, name of the organization is going to be a school or an office that you're working in, or the company that you're working in, basically. And next one is going to be the name of the event, as like I said, annual day or sports day, something like that. Okay, a report must be the heading. Give the heading as a report. Give the date, whatever date it was held. Give body in the sense whatever the content of the report is going to be. Okay, whatever has happened, just like this opening para, closing para, write it as 3 paras. Okay, doesn't matter, you can write it as 3 paras. That is preferable. Opening para, here you should write main content, and then the conclusion para. Here the byline will be here. Okay, you have to give your name. Let's say Vaishu Venkat, my designation is a student, and maybe let's say I am from art club. Okay, I am a student of art club department, so I would put art club. So you can write the name of the college here or a school here, whatever the question is mentioning, you can write there. If they have not given the name of the school or the company, you can just put your own ABC company, XYZ company, PQR school, something like that. Okay, and then let's come up with notes is generally here I mentioned a few things that you have to remember. Okay, to remind, it's like a reminder or something. You have to use only passive voice. Okay, sorry, I'll just check this out. This is not reported, not necessary. It's not reported tone, I'm very sorry. You can only use passive voice. Okay, what is passive voice? Generally, you would have studied in your school. You would have studied active voice and passive voice in school. I'll give few examples. Okay, you can see this, which is in your book. Okay, it's in page number 57, and it's unit 4.4. Okay, coming here. Here are two examples given. Ram ate an apple. This is actually a active voice. Okay, if you have to convert it into passive voice, this is how you have to say. The apple was eaten by Ram. Okay, and again, the another example that's given here is, I posted the letter on 14th February. The letter was posted by me on 14th of February. They've given the difference between the two. Here you can only see that the focus is on the subject. Okay, the doer, the action, the whoever is doing that action, the sub focus will be here. But here the focus will be on the there is a change of focus. It's like the focus will be on the action that's being done. Okay, so that is what is supposed to be written in the this is how it's supposed to be written in the report. So I'll give another example. So let's say Virat Kohli. Okay, in a particular event, let's say when Virat Kohli inaugurated the event, that is active voice. Mr. Virat Kohli, the famous cricketer, inaugurated the event. This is active voice. This is not how you're supposed to write the report. But what you should be using instead is, the inauguration was done by Mr. Virat Kohli. Next we go to letter writing. This is generally not asked. I have just given the format. You can just take a screenshot of it if you want. So this is the format for the letter and informal letter and formal and informal letter. Okay, this is it. So closing is generally yours faithfully, yours sincerely, or whatever it is. Here in informal greeting, you can give dear. Even here you can give dear, but it would be much better if you could use respected. Respected Mr. A, respected Miss B, Mrs. B. If you don't know if they are Miss or Mrs., you can just put a slash and write respected Miss or Mrs. that particular person. Okay, write the from address, write the date and to address. Don't put side headings as from and to. You can't do that. Okay, and then the greeting is generally, like I said, dear sir or something. And then subject is whatever is related to the letter that's been given, letter topic. Body, closing and sign. Closing is generally, like I said, yours faithfully or yours sincerely, something like that. This is generally not asked, just for reference, because this is found in our book. So what if they ask? Because this is in our portions. If they give you this, please don't think that it's out of syllabus question. It's not. Okay. Next is dialogue writing. Dialogue writing is too simple. Generally, they are asked as telephonic conversations or live conversations. That is, conversation that happen between two people in real life. Okay, so they just give the event name. Here you can see one example that they've given in a previous question is a previous year question is that booking a hotel room for vacation talking to the receptionist or hotel staff. The event will be given like this, and you have to frame few dialogues. Okay, write at least six dialogues for each speaker. How you have to write this is, you have to write speaker A, give their dialogue completely, and then go to speaker B. Don't use speaker A, speaker A, speaker A for each sentence that they're speaking. Everything that they speak comes under the same paragraph under one speaker's heading. And then you have to write speaker A, speaker B, speaker A, speaker B. What are the notes that I've seen that you should be remembering is, uh, note is, each speaker gets their own para, like I told you. Minimum there should be at least two speakers involved, because a conversation can happen only between two people first, minimum of two people. So you have to write at least minimum two people, and use proper punctuations. Like, let's say the one person asked, how may I help you? So you have to use question mark. Okay, so let's say some person said hello, so put this exclamatory mark. Okay, next one is, use this particular punctuation after every speaker. So here you can see speaker A, I put that punctuation. Speaker B, I put that punctuation. Okay. And next one is, generally has to be 150 words. It's basically six dialogues each speaker. Okay, keep that in mind. And then the questions are generally given in 2 to 3 lines, quoting an event. Like I said, they generally give you a particular event. Okay, sometimes they also provide details. Okay, sometimes it can also contain details, and you have to include those details in your dialogues. Okay, for example, here you can see how the questions have been asked in the previous year. These are like, this is one that I found in the previous year. This is something that I came up with. Okay, so that you can be prepared on how questions might be asked. Shweta wants to go to mall, whereas Vicky wants to go to the local market. So the given situation was this. So you have to frame up like six to seven dialogues each speaker. Okay. And then another one you can see here. Write dialogues between you and your mother, having a conversation about going abroad, seeking permission and convincing. So you have to convince your mom about going to abroad. You have to ask her permission. So there is a conversation between you two. So you have to write it as a dialogue writing. Okay. This is one question that generally comes for 10 marks. So this is all that you have to study in regarding to the writing part. Okay. Yeah, by the way, I also wanted to say, you have to write between 10 to 12 sentences, because generally this is asked for 10 marks. This was asked in the previous year, like I said. And you have to mention the date, place, location, whatever people has invited or there for the event, and the event process, whatever has happened in the event, and any comments of yours or anyone who has given comment that is something noticeable, and any dialogues. By dialogues, I meant, let's say someone said someone said something, and that's something very famous that became very famous in the event, that the person said something. Let's say some sportsman was ready to donate so much of money to a wellness to the society or something, and he said that in the event. Then you can just quote it. Mr. Virat Kohli said the particular dialogue that I would donate 50 lakhs to this prestigious institution. Okay, you can put that inside the quotes. That is how just one or two would be nice. It's just to give things to the content. Like, you can just make the content look beautiful and like something that makes sense. Okay, this is the format of report, and this is the format of letter. Sorry, yeah, letter, and this is dialogue writing format. Okay, this is the dialogue writing format. Nothing else. You don't have to give heading or nothing. Okay, just these alone. Okay. Okay, guys. I'll be coming up with a video about grammar. Okay, I'll be coming up a video at 7:50 p.m. for grammar previous year questions with answers. Please don't forget to watch this. This would be much more than enough for your preparation. Tomorrow you don't have to study anything else. Okay, thank you guys. Bye.